All right, guys, welcome to the ASSC / Speaking Business Club monthly networking. And today we are going to start off with a nice little presentation on how to use your past events to find future events. Something that a lot of us speakers don't do. We have a gig mentality where we pick up our check, we move on to the next one, start from zero again. Today we're going to talk about leveraging your past experience for future work. So let's get started. Well, look at this big fancy presentation today. So, 3 ways to leverage your past engagements for more paid speaking work. That is the topic today. I'm going to keep this to less than 15 minutes, probably less than 10 if I'm really, really lucky. What I'm planning to do is show you some prompts that you can use right away to take programs that you've done in the past and delivered in the past and find new opportunities for this year. Because I want you to get paid more. I want you to land those engagements, and really going after the low-hanging fruit is probably going to be your best way to do that. So here are the assets that most speakers ignore, and that is their past engagements. When you have a past engagement, you've got concrete proof that your topic did resonate with somebody. Somebody was willing to pay you for it, that the audience actually was aligned with your messaging, that there was a bit of a budget, that you could get paid for it, and that you understood the decision maker philosophy, psychology. Now, your job now, once you've landed one gig, is to transfer all that knowledge to find more engagements that are similar. This will make your life a lot easier because what you're not doing is starting from zero every time you go to look for an event. And this is kind of what Ed always talks about finding your niche, right? If you found your niche and somebody's hired you and paid you, this is your opportunity to actually expand on that work and get more of it and get it a little bit easier. Now, the first strategy is to clone the event. And here is a sample of the prompt. I'm a speaker on X. Last year I spoke to, and then insert the organization plus the event URL. Find me 10 similar events happening in whatever state you want to be looking in after June 2026, where my talk is highly likely to resonate. Now, when you do this, you're also going to want to ask into this prompt, and I'm going to put the prompt into the chat so you'll have the full prompt there in a second. The full prompt would be include the event URL, the event name, the URL of the organization if it's not the same. Then you're going to look for the justification of why your topic would be relevant for that event and the likelihood that they're going to pay. Other things that you would include in that is a direct link to the team, staff, or about page, and a direct link to the webinar or the magazine page or publications page. Now, why do you want to do that? Those two are important because if you ask the AI to give me the phone number and name and email address of the event organizer or the decision maker, it's going to make it up. So you don't want to waste your time. This will give you the direct links to that those pages where you'll be able to find the people you need to reach out to. Very, very important. And then, sorry, the other thing you'd add in there is give me the date of their upcoming event and the link to their RFP pages. So that is one way where you're just kind of really setting yourself up by telling the AI, I did already speak on this topic at an organization that's similar. Find me other ones. I just want opportunities out of the same. That's the cleanest way to kind of dig into a niche. You've got experience, you've got the social proof, you've already done the job. Hopefully you've got a testimonial letter. Hopefully you've been using Talkadot. They've given you some nice responses. This is all ammo that you can use to go after these other events. Now, this is you. This is why it is so powerful, because you are unlocking those conversations with the data-driven insights. And those data-driven insights are that you actually landed the gig. That is the main data that you're working with. I landed this gig. Now I want to land similar gigs and get paid for them. Strategy 2, follow the conversation. Again, I'm a speaker on X. Last year I spoke to, there's the event. Now, identify 25 associations in America where this topic is currently part of the discussion. And again, you're going to ask for the links in the rest of this prompt is include links to the event or their annual event, links to their their staff team about page because you really need to get that contact information. If you want to do this really, really well, use a deep research on your ChatGPT so that it's actually going out there. It can find you more detailed things. So explain the alignment, why I'd be a good fit for this organization. This is you doing your prospecting, again, leveraging that past work that you did. So now you're not just looking for 10 similar events, you're looking for full associations. And the great thing is when you have those associations, you can dig deep. Because if you were to say, let's say the American Bankers Associations, and it's is one of those 25. Well, Ed has said in the past, they have over 100 events every month or every year, like 100 events every year at the American Bankers Association. So your next step would be, oh, well, I guess I should explain why this changes the game. This is unlocking the deeper insights because, again, it's finding you where your topic actually resonates. And this is super, super important. Too many of us still go out. We don't know where we're applying. And it really is spray and pray. It's like, oh, there's an open RFP. I'm going to apply for it. This way, you're targeting events, again, based on your previous experience, based on where you have found success. Now, chapter multiplication. This is where it gets really sweet. Now, we had just generated those top 25 associations in America that would resonate with your topic. Now, each one of those national associations would have state chapters. So you could actually ask, give me a list of the state chapters for the American Bankers Association. Include, and again, I'm going to be dropping if you're looking in the chat right now, I'm dropping all these prompts in that you can copy and paste and use them right after we finish today. And you say, use a deep research and find me all the state chapters, direct links to their events pages, because you want to know. Maybe direct links to their webinar pages if they have webinars, right? Because you get paid for doing webinars as well. And then you're just looking for this information. Again, you're just digging a bit deeper. So when we go really broad, find me events. That's really broad. Find me events that it'll find you 10 events. That's great. Find me associations. You're going deeper. These associations are places where my message resonates and they tie back to the work I've already done. And then when you go this extra step deeper, not only find me the associations, find me all the state chapters. Now you have 50, right? Just from one association, you would have all the state chapters. So you have 50 leads that you can now take over to the unfair advantage tool on our websites and start getting those applications out. And that's really, really powerful. So here's how you use it. Choose one past speaking event. Run all 3 of these AI-driven prompts. Organize the results into your CRM, or if you've got your custom tool, it'll remember them. And then personalize your outreach using the Unfair Advantage tool or your event customizer. And that's how you do it. This is now exponentially taking that one event that you delivered last year or 2 years ago and giving you the opportunity to actually find more similar events to get paid. This is the simplest way to leverage what you've already done for future work. Because guys, you all know, I want you working. And this is a really simple way to do it. Now, the bigger idea that we'll be taking from this would be that your past engagements are not just these historical events, they are a map to your future success. Every stage you're spoken on is an opportunity for you to gather some data and look for opportunities that are similar and make some money. And that's it. That's exactly what I want to get across to you today. I was doing this. This actually happened because I was speaking to somebody yesterday and we were talking about, where am I going to find these events? Like, well, who have you spoken to before? And it just seems very logical that this is something that we would all do. But funny enough, we don't. What happens is we forget about the events. We think of ourselves more as in a gig economy where we're being hired to deliver a certain speech. Once we get that check, we forget all about it. You don't need to forget all about it. Use your previous experience, leverage it like in any other industry for more work. You've got the social proof. It's worked with a similar audience before. Use that in your communication strategy to demonstrate your alignment with these new opportunities. All right, guys, back to you. Today, we are networking. Maybe you can talk about how you're leveraging your past opportunities for future work. Aiden, am I looking the right way? Yeah, look this way. All right.